introduction this morning. Like, good seeing you young men out here, and all the adults that are here. I appreciate y'all coming by this morning. In a moment, Mr. Garris is going to be introducing our new football coach, our new Falcon football coach. But before he does, there's a couple things I want to say. Number one, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Garris, Coach Bell, for the attention and detail and hard work you put into this selection process. You know, it's, as superintendent, it makes me very proud to see everybody focused on and working hard on things that are going to benefit our students and our program. Second thing is a message I have for young men. You know, obviously Mr. Garris is about to introduce your new coach to you. Every time you walk by that trophy case right over there, there's one jersey hanging in there, and that's number 22. And I want you to know something about number 22. There's been a lot of all-state players come through this school, walk these halls, sit in these same seats that you're sitting in. There's been a lot of folks who played for state championship teams, a lot of folks who played in the NFL, played college ball, SEC ball, but there's only one jersey hanging over there. So there must be something that separates the young man who wore that jersey many, many years ago from all those other great players that we've had. And I do really believe over the next few years and over your high school career, what you're going to find are those, not only those characteristics that made number 22 a great ball player, but that made him a great person, a great high school person, the leadership, the characteristics. And I think you're going to learn and grow as a player and as a young man because of what you're going to experience and because of those characteristics that resulted in number 22 being hanging in that trophy case over there. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Garris now, and he's going to introduce number 22 to you here in a moment. And I'm really excited about our future here. So, Mr. Garris.
Thank you, Dr. Heath, and good morning to our students here, our faculty, and everybody that's on Facebook and Twitter that's joining us this morning. What a football coaching process took place over the last couple of weeks. We had 75 people apply for the position, and we feel like we've got the best person taking this job. So if we don't think Lincoln County High School football is important and relevant, there you go. There are a lot of people that wanted this job. So I'm going to introduce our new football coach and tell you a little bit about him. He's a 1983 graduate of Lincoln County High School, and during that time he was All-State his senior year. And I'm going to have to find out. I think I printed off the wrong one. So it's okay. I think I can do it here. During that time, he was a 3-year football player, starter, All-State his senior year. He was also the most valuable player in the Clinic Bowl championship game. It's now the state championship. That was held at Vanderbilt at that time. Signed to play Vanderbilt football at Vanderbilt University. He was a 4-year letterman there, playing safety and special teams. After that, we graduated from Vanderbilt with a secondary education degree, and he spent years coaching, assistant coaching at Overton, Giles County, Franklin, Carnes, and Alcoa. Had head coaching stints at Franklin High School, Giles County, and Battleground Academy. As head coach at Franklin High School, the 2004 state runner-up in Tennessee. He was inducted into the first Lincoln County Football Hall of Fame, class 2011. His wife Julia is here with him this morning. They have a daughter, Lauren, lives in Jonesboro, Arkansas with her husband and daughter, Jaden. Has a son, Nicholas, who's a junior at the University of Arkansas. We've got a man coming in here with great character. He has spent 8 years also as an administrator. And when we looked at the coaches that we were interviewing, not only was he going to help us win on the football field, but he was going to help all of our students in Lincoln County High School, and that's very important to me. And I know I'm going to grow and learn from him as well. I'm looking forward to picking his brain and finding out how to help our school grow and be better than it ever has been. So at this time, I'd like to introduce the 4th head coach in the history of Lincoln County High School, Mr. Tim Johnson.
Well, good morning, everyone. I can't tell you how honored I am to stand before you as the next head football coach at Lincoln County High School, especially when I go back to my high school coach, John Meadows, who started this program, built a great foundation, and of course ended up, we were fortunate enough to be a state championship my senior year. And then on to Coach Lewis Thompson, who of course is a legend himself, and went on to win a couple more state championships. And my great friend Don Thomas, who I had a great conversation with just a couple of days ago. And you know, Coach Thomas and I remember the days he and I were going through these halls together, being goofballs together, and getting out there and knocking each other's head in the dirt. And I have the utmost respect for Coach Thomas. He and I are great friends. We're going to continue to be great friends. One thing he and I are absolutely agreed upon, the future is what we're focused on, and doing all we can to make Lincoln County football the best it can be, and supporting you young men. You're special. You're special. If you're sitting out here right now, you're special. And the reason is because it takes guts to go out there on that football field. It takes courage. And if it was easy, there'd be a lot more of you out here. But it's not. You pay the price. And I admire you for that. I'm honored to be your coach. Julie and I, my wife, are excited to become part of the Lincoln County community. Of course, Lincoln County's always been home for me. My parents still live here. My brother and sister still live here in Lincoln County. And so it is coming back home in many, many ways. But I've stayed in touch with Lincoln County over the years. I've watched from a distance, and a part of my heart's always wanted to come back here and coach and be part of the Lincoln County school system, be part of Lincoln County. And I can't say enough about how Mr. Garris, Dr. Heath handled this process. I would say they've handled it quite a bit better than the folks in Knoxville handled their process over the past couple of months. But it has been a pleasure getting to know them. Of course, Dr. Heath was a couple of years ahead of me. I know his blood bleeds red, white, and blue, and he's all in. I'm all in. We've got a great future ahead. You know, he was talking about that jersey over there hanging in the trophy, and what I've always said about that jersey is when people look at that number 22, I hope they don't think of Tim Johnson as much as they think of that 1982 state championship football team, because that's what made us. That's what gave us our success, was the fact that we were a team. We loved each other. We trusted each other. We hung out together. We knocked each other's head in the dirt out there, and it was an amazing experience. That's the experience I want you to have. I want your high school experience to be the best it can be. Not only out there on the football field, but in the classroom and in the halls and hanging out here on weekends. We will get there. We will make every dream you have come true if you're willing to put in the work. And that's really what it takes. It takes whatever you put into it, you're going to get out of it, man. That's true in the classroom. That's true out there on the football field. That's true in life. And I'm excited to get together with these coaches, with the administration. So appreciative of all the folks who showed up here this morning. I've got a lot of deep roots here in Lincoln County, and I'm ready to give back to you first and to the rest of the community in every way I can. And it's good to be back here. So without further ado, I'm gonna wrap it up. I know I'm gonna get to see you guys, and we'll talk a lot more about football and fun stuff later on this afternoon during that fourth block. But I'm excited. I hope you're excited. The best thing you can do right now is get in that classroom, be a student athlete first. Remember, the student part comes first, right? Okay. Be that great student athlete, and get ready to work your butts off during workouts and during the off season. Okay, because we're going to build a great thing here. And if there's one thing I ask you to do today for me, let one of your teachers know today how much you appreciate them. Okay, those people who believe in you, are going that extra mile for you every day. Let them know how much you appreciate them. Have an attitude of gratitude in your heart. like I do right now. Okay. All right. Great being here this morning. Fired up. Go Falcons. Let's get ready to win some ball games, okay, man? Thank you. Thank you.